up, guys? Luis ITURRALDE here at LUCIOS Automotive Center in San Antonio, Texas. Wanted to share with you the build that we did here on a 73 Safari that my brother-in-law was able to find through one of his co-workers. Turned us on to it, and since we've done a lot of air-cooled vehicles in the past, we went ahead and bought it, and I wanted to share with you the process that it took to get it going. When I first saw the car had been sitting for 30 years, but it was complete. There was no visible rust on it, anything significant that was going to take any major repairs, which was a blessing. We ended up picking it up from there, brought it back to the shop. Right rear wheel was locked, so we had to actually tie to a pole to get it off of the trailer. And my dad had to get under there and loosen the brake shoe adjuster to get it to roll, and then we were able to bring it back into the shop. Once we got the car rolling and we were able to put it in the spot at the shop where it was we were able to get work done to it, we were going to start doing the mechanical issues on it. First, get the engine running, then start doing the brakes, suspension, the fuel system, make sure the electrical works. And once we get all that going, then we start focusing on the aesthetics of the vehicle, which is paint and body, interior, wheels and tires, stuff like that, the top, and see what we're going to paint, what we're not going to paint, what we're going to keep. Now on the mechanical part, the first thing we got to do is get the engine running and make sure that the engine is good so that we know if we have to do a rebuild on it or not. And so we started feeding it fresh gas from a different cell, or from a fuel tank exactly. And we ended up starting the engine. The engine ran and sounded great. It was going to be able to be reused. Once we got that done, then we took it out and started resealing it, gasketing the engine. Then I started focusing on the brakes, doing everything on the brakes, shoes, wheel cylinders, brake lines, struts, then on the suspension, the struts, or the shocks, I should say, shocks. I think I bought a couple of drums for it onto the brakes as well. And that was pretty much it. Everything else looked like it was in good shape and was going to be able to make it and get reused on it. Then after that, we started doing the fuel, took the fuel tank out. The fuel tank was actually good. We did all the fuel lines on it. The fuel pump was working, so we kept the same fuel pump. The carburetor didn't need any rebuilding on it, so we used the same carburetor and didn't even have to open it up. Surprising after it's been sitting for 30 years. Some of the obstacles that we encountered on the build were the glass on the doors and the convertible top frame, which had some rust on it, and it didn't want to fold or come together the way they should. But we were able to actually salvage it after some lubricating, some love and care, and some work. We were able to actually get them going, fix the rust spots on it. We were able to loosen up the hinges, which worked really well afterwards. The glass on the doors, we were able to cut out some new plexiglass, put them in there, and they actually look great. We used the same canvas on it. The convertible top, obviously, we did get a new canvas for that, and it actually came out good. It's an aftermarket one, so it doesn't fit original to the original specs or exactly the way the original one was, but it does do the job. There's no more original ones anymore, so we have to work with what we got. After I was finished with the project, I loved the way the car came out, but unfortunately, I have to part ways with it. We have to put our name out there and let people know what we can do. So if any of you are interested, call Daniel. The number will be posted on the bottom. And don't forget, tell him Lucio sent you.